We all know that AI is amazing with what it can do for image and video and now music and voice generation, as well as answering questions and supplying advice. But it seems to me, at least on the small business level and the smaller level, that the concept of true productivity is only just beginning. It's coming, it's already in apps, it's already finding ways, piece by piece to make this happen. But I have a fun little project that I want to bring you along with that will help teach me, because I'm constantly learning, and if you're not about AI, you should be. And I want to bring you along with our Nelson Family Reset as we seek to solve a problem that all of us probably have. Maybe this will help you not only to learn more about AI, but to solve a problem that you have, and I want to share this with you. I've been doing, as you probably know, a deep dive into AI, so I want to do something a little bit different with this particular, and this will be an ongoing series, so we will check in with it, and we'll call it the Nelson Family Reset. My name is John Nelson, after all, so this is my entire family, and we have, probably like everybody in the world, we have stuff. We have lots and lots of stuff, and we have collected that stuff over time. And that stuff could be anything from whatever it was we ordered online from Amazon or Walmart, all the way up to keepsakes or different things that we have collected over the years that we would like to sell, donate, or otherwise get rid of. And so I think this is a fantastic way to use AI and AI's productivity side to create this entire project of getting rid of this at a large scale, because we have two houses full of stuff between us and my parents who live next door. We have garages, we have a storage, we have a back tool shed, we have some big items. And so if any of those strike your fancy, we'll bring you along. And if you want to find the place to go buy these, then help us out. Otherwise, I hope you learned something from the process, because I want to share the behind the scenes of what's to come. So I've basically divided this into 3 stages, and this is where we'll start for right now, because I still have to kind of roll it out a little bit, but I want to let you in behind the scenes in the hopes that this helps you. And maybe in the comments, you have something that will help us to do this all the more efficiently. We're doing this relatively on the cheap, so it's something that should be a barrier, should not be a barrier to entry to a lot of people. So I want to divide this into 3 things, because the first is we have to properly catalog what we have. That means pictures, that means descriptions, that means any other information if it's something that's more of a keepsake or a collectible. That maybe has some extra value, or something that's maybe a little larger. We've got a couple of boats, honestly. We have some lawn tractors, but we have small things too, like pictures I mean they're not a family pictures. They're a little more generic, and some decorative items and stuff like that that's smaller. So we have to catalog all of those. The second thing that we have to do is we have to find a way to do price research. And so AI I've already used. You see the picture there of the thing that it came up with, to the checklist and the one pager to help explain how to do this and what information to capture when you're cataloging these items. The second thing is we need to then get pricing, and accurate pricing, and 3 different levels of accurate pricing. So that's really where AI has made a big difference. So it has gone through, and we are in the process of developing a form, and that has multiple ways that my family can interact with it. They have varying levels of skill with AI. They have varying levels of skill with software and computers in general. So we want to make this accessible to everybody, so that they can all take part in this, and even the AI experience, so they can ease into that if it makes a big difference. So let's take just a second here to try and explain how we did this, because there were 2 iterations of it is what I ended up doing. So this is actually the old one. You're actually seeing we're in Claude Projects, the standalone version, so you're able to see this. But I went ahead and updated it to the new one that we had to end up developing so I could test it. But I wanted to show you the old one briefly here. So this is 4 tabs. The first one originally here was to just create a quick price research thing, and the idea was that it would actually come back with pricing to this particular window. Now, those of you who are somewhat experienced in this probably already realized, but it took me a while to realize that this is actually an agentic AI thing now. This is not just a regular, you go into a prompt and it returns this, because it doesn't really have a lot of basis. So we'll have to update that. We'll show you what that looks like in a second. Also made changes here to this tab, which is the manual pricing. And so you can see the idea here was you should be able to put in Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Mercari that I haven't really used, and then it open up tabs and actually come back with the based on the information you put in. Well, it didn't really quite work that way, and it came up with this save to clipboard that I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with, because it really just showed the results of the form here, and so it really wasn't much we could do with that. So that really didn't work. The third thing was the AI prompt generator, and this would actually generate a prompt for, you see the different engines there that we could use, and you put in your basic information from a prompt generating standpoint, and it would come up with the prompt that is necessary to make that happen. The fourth one really involves specialty items because some of the things are keepsakes, jewelry. Now we have cars, we have boats, we have different things that are collectible value. So that's a little bit different thing that really didn't get factored in here. But I already did test it, and actually with the new setup, and it actually came out just fine, because then it figured out what we were supposed to do. And here we are. Actually, we had to stop that and do some switching around inside the Claude project just so we didn't make everybody crazy. But here we are actually in the new system, because we had to try it and it didn't quite work the way we wanted. So this is the updated version. And again, we have the 4 tabs, but we've changed just a tiny bit of the functionality. And we actually tested it, and I will show you that it works in a few minutes, though it's slightly different result. So the first one here is the actual pricing deal. So what this does, what we figured out, this form is still the same, but down here we figured out that this is an agentic thing. It takes an agent to do this, because it has to go out to the web and do that. And at time of recording, we know that can all change, but at time of recording, the agent who's the best at this at the moment is ChatGPT. So what this does, sort of similar to the third thing of generating the prompt, but what this does is actually create the ChatGPT prompt that you can put in and make that happen. We'll show you the results of what that looks like in just a second, because we actually we have it and have to show it separately. But before we do that, just a quick refresh here. The manual one we also made some changes to as well. So what this does is you put in the information, you tell it which search thing or which marketplace you're going after. This is if you want to do your own manual research. So now when you click this, what it will do is it will actually click and open up the different tabs, and will even provide the search criteria for Facebook Marketplace, for eBay, for whatever, so you can go do the research. So that's what it's supposed to do. So and so far as I can tell, it does it. It gives you the link. It doesn't open up the tabs. It gives you the links, and when you click on the links, it opens up the tabs and fills in the information. These other two are basically the same. This generates the prompt, and a mighty prompt it does. That's really kind of nice if you wanted to just go directly to GPT itself and have it go out on the web. But again, the only ones that really do this well are Perplexity, and then the agentic side of, or the really just ChatGPT. If you tell it, but you have to tell it, go search the web, go research, go do something like that, and it will go out and do it. Otherwise, like we found out here with Claude, it will actually make the prices up, or try to do based on some sort of standards. It also updated this specialty one just a little bit with a few extra things, but really not that big a deal. This is just designed to point you in the right direction of which ones to use, and creates the prompt to do it. So now let's go back here to this one, and let's show you the results of what that can look like whenever we put in. We have an old HP desktop unit that we actually bought refurbished. Didn't pay, I mean, it was the best bargain ever for like $150, and it's all the office desktop you need. You can still find them a lot on say Amazon and other places, and you buy them refurbished, and you work through them that way. So that's what that looks like, but that's what we're going to use as a model, and we will show you then what it looks like whenever we generate the agentic prompt for the agent to go look in ChatGPT and make that happen. Here we are in ChatGPT, and I just cut out some of the filling in of the form. So what we're doing, it's HP Pro Desk, used to be Compact. Ooh, they still use that name on a couple of the models. But HP Pro Desk 600 GT. It's this little mini desktop computer. Doesn't have a lot to it, but it does have a CD drive, or CD or DVD drive. I mean, it's completely updatable, bunch of USB ports. It is an little office device to the core, and you slap Windows on it, and it mostly runs web stuff and Office, and it's not meant for media or anything like that, but it does a fantastic job. And so we bought it for maybe $150, and it's got it's mostly what you need for that purpose. 4 gig of RAM. That seems so little now, doesn't it? And a 500 gigabyte hard drive or 250 gigabyte hard drive, and so you just let it do its thing, and it's completely upgradable if that's what you want to do. You could actually go to 8 or 16 gig, I believe, on the little thing. So it's a really awesome little piece of machinery. So we put that out there as a test, because we do have 2 of those that we need to sell at some point here. So this is I did not show the form in the prompt, but this is what it came up with, and it generated the prompt for the agent to make happen. So this is that prompt right here, as you see all that stuff put together. And the idea is that it's going to go to Facebook Marketplace and eBay and Mercury and Amazon maybe, and a couple of others, and actually go do the pricing. And it's looking for 3 levels of pricing. It's looking for the quick sale price, which is always the lowest, but you pretty much will sell it. It's looking for the fair market value, which is where you really want to end up, unless in some cases you feel the need to go for the highest tier, which is the seller's, basically waiting, the seller's option. So if the seller's willing to wait a little bit, they'll maybe get the price that they're asking for, the highest price. But usually it's fair market value or the quick sale. But that's what it's doing. So here's the result. It actually took a little bit longer than normal, but you see what it came back with is pretty darn good. And it actually had to add in some of the specs, because I was a little short on the specs putting this together. So you see what, and the pricing, I can tell you that it's coming up with is very fair. It's very good. These things are not very expensive, and especially now the technology has come along, so they're just not that big a value. And but that's okay. So this was a perfect opportunity to test this. Just for funsies, we actually have in our family a 1970 Chevrolet Impala ragtop. Now it's convertible. It's mostly been restored to what it would be original, but it has some upgrades that the original car didn't have. The interior is upgraded. The air conditioner is way upgraded, so it actually keep track. The radio is upgraded. It's got a car alarm. It's got some other things. So I just for funsies ran this same prompt on that car, and what it came back with, what I thought was pretty good pricing from independent research that we've done. So we've now tested a couple of the extremes. That's clearly a collectible specialty item, but the pricing it came up with really wasn't bad. It's far less than is probably invested in the car, but it's not that bad. So this is what it comes up with. And I'm very pleased with this result. So now we can then take this back and put this into our pricing scheme. It even gives you recommendation of which one you should go for. and just an overall good experience there. So I'm very pleased with how this came out, and hope you are too. Okay, finally, part 3 is the actual posting of this, and I actually realize that I sort of switched these around, and so I'm going to show you the bonus of what happens after the posting. So the posting's actually in the wrong place. Then payment, then cataloging everything. So, but let's look at the posting here. This is actually kind of slick. This prompt, all generated by AI. What this does is you obviously put in the information, and it writes the posting for you if you like. Don't have to use it. You're welcome to use your own or use it for ideas, but that's what it does. It generates the posting for you. And so that way you can just drop it right into whichever service that you want to use, depending on what's going on there. Now, let's jump back up to payment here. This is kind of a work in progress. Again, going to flip those around. This actually has, because our payment will be external. It depends on, like eBay has its own payment processing you got to use. Facebook Marketplace has its own, or not really its own, but I mean, you just sort of do it manually or in cash. But there's not much to contribute on the payment side except for running Square, which is our credit card provider. And so we'll have instructions on how to do that. They're actually listed here. We can show you how to take a payment on Square and make that happen. But this is a shipping calculator if anything needs to be shipped. I'm not sure how accurate this is. I'm actually going to use this site is built on WooCommerce. And the thing you didn't get to hear me say on this site before is the site is kind of an afterthought for what it is. It's not really designed to be the center of this. I built the site really for this menu here. And you have to have a login to have access to it, otherwise you don't see it. But otherwise, it's a working e-commerce store, and so all the products will be listed here as backup here as the full catalog, but they're also listed on the respective site that they're selling. So we're not trying to take anybody off the site. But we're going to list them in both places just to have the experience, or in case somebody wants to do credit card payment or something like that. If it's listed, say, on Facebook Marketplace, it'll be here, and we can make that happen through WooCommerce. So this is a shipping calculator, and there's one that does come with it, so we can make that happen. Okay, and then the final thing here we do is called finalize documentation, and this is a couple things. We can post this into, let's see, what did I do here? Oh, you can do this post into QuickBooks. This is a little inventory system. We probably won't use it, but AI generated it. It's kind of slick, actually. You put the item in, and it starts building the deal down here. We'll probably just use a spreadsheet. And then this is for listing, and there was a thing back there for WooCommerce, but this has to do with QuickBooks and actually tracking it in QuickBooks. Probably over the top, but good practice for all of us to go through this. So this is the stage we're at. Now it's time to start listing the products and time to start making that happen. And let's see if we can bring this thing to life and get a bunch of this stuff sold. But the journey of AI building this is really pretty cool. So I just thought I would share it with you. Enjoy.